Good evening, everyone. Notice of this meeting stated date, place, and time has been disseminated as required under the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, PL 1975. This meeting is now called to order. Mr. Clerk, can you please conduct a prayer and flag salute?
God of the universe, look thou with favor upon these here assembled, and bestow thy guidance upon the members of the governing body in their deliberations. This we ask in thy name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, members of the public who may be attending are on mute until the public comments portion of the meeting. If you wish to be recognized, please use the raised hand icon in the program to identify yourself. You will then give your name and address as at any council meeting. Failure to do so will result in your being muted and not recognized further. If you are registered more than once, you will only be recognized to speak one time under your first registration, as with any council meeting. When public comment is open, the ability to register will be closed. Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Mrs. Ormond?
Here.
JAVICK? Here. Caldwell?
She's having problems getting into the meeting.
Mohammed?
Present.
Cosby? Ms. Cosby?
I'm here.
Roman?
Present.
Strano?
Here.
BLAINE?
Here.
MEDINA?
Here.
Hickey?
She's excused.
Mrs. YAMAKAITIS?
Here. Okay, can we have approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of June 16th, 2020?
Council President, I'd offer a motion that we approve the minutes of the meeting of June 16th, 2020, and ask for a second. Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Councilwoman, please unmute.
Yes.
JAVICK?
Yes.
Caldwell?
I don't think she's in yet.
She's having problems getting in.
Mohammed?
Present. Yes.
Cosby?
You made the motion.
The motion for the minutes, right?
Yes.
I have to abstain.
Roman?
Abstain.
Strano?
Yes.
BLAINE?
Yes.
MEDINA?
Yes.
Hickey? Oh, sorry. Mrs. YAMAKAITIS?
Yes. Yes, Councilwoman Caldwell is on. Okay, we're going to move on to ordinances on hearing. Ordinance 6430.
Ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 29 Land Development and Chapter 31 Zoning to implement the city's master plan.
Has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No.
Is there anyone that wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Please use your raised hand icon. Seeing none, can I have a motion, please?
Council President, I motion to approve ordinance hearing 6430.
We have a second, please?
Can I have a second, please?
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
JAVIK?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Mohammed?
Yes.
Cosby?
No.
Roman?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Blaine?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6431.
Bond ordinance providing an appropriation of $577,500 for the acquisition of automated recycling carts for the Division of Public Works and authorizing the issuance of $548,625 in bonds or notes of the city for financing part of the appropriation.
Okay. Has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public that wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Please use the raised icon in the program. Seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Council President, I'd like to move that ordinance 6431 hearing be closed, ordinance adopted, and I'll request a second on that.
Second.
Ormond?
Yes.
JAVIK?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Mohammed?
Yes.
Cosby?
Yes.
Roman? Strano?
Yes.
Blaine?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6432.
An ordinance amending Chapter 4 of the City Code of the City of Linden entitled General Licensing to permit outdoor dining areas.
Okay, can we have a motion to amend this ordinance? The closing time?
Council President, I make a motion to amend ordinance 6432 and ask for a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Okay,
Yes.
I'd like to open up the public portion.
Gotta have.
Okay, we have to have the roll call. Okay, roll call on that, and then we'll open up the public portion.
Discussion?
Mrs. Ormond?
We're voting on the amendment right now.
Yes.
JAVIK?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Mohammed?
Yes.
Cosby?
I'll ask for discussion, so there's no discussion.
We'll have it after the public comment section.
Okay. I'm not gonna vote on it until I discuss it, though. Does that make sense?
Okay,
Saying, 'cause I don't wanna vote.
voting on just the amendment at the present time.
Cosby, are you voting on? This is the motion to amend the ordinance.
No, I'm abstaining on it.
I'm sorry, I just can't hear you. Roman?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Blaine?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis?
Yes. Okay. Is there anyone from the public that wishes to be heard on this ordinance?
Council President, I just had a quick question, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, Mayor?
I was wondering, it says make a motion to amend the closing time. On my notes, it says to 12 p.m.
Its
maybe-
correction is 12 a.m. We voted on the correction of 12
Okay,
a.m.
gotcha. Okay, thank you. Okay.
April Hill, please state your name.
Yes, April Hill, 136. The mayor just answered the question, so I'm good.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Is there anyone else from the public that wishes to speak on this ordinance?
Oh.
Okay, seeing none, can I have a motion, please? Oh, we have,
That's for the motion and,
okay,
yeah, and then discussion.
okay. Can we have a motion, please?
So we're making a motion on ordinance number.
And then we could have a discussion, Councilwoman Cosby.
Okay, ordinance number 6432. And a second.
Is there a second for this?
Second.
Okay, discussion, Councilwoman Cosby?
Yes. So even though, I mean, we did talk about this last night, I just wanted to put it out there for the public, just so everybody understands businesses have been impacted, you know, in a great way by COVID. However, the neighbor's quality of life is in my best interest. So if you have a restaurant that's open until midnight, and especially those that serve alcohol and it's not considered a bar, it's just increasing traffic. We would hope they would have traffic, but midnight on a weeknight to me seems like it's just a little bit too late. And that's just my opinion. So I'm gonna, you know, my vote is gonna be in that regard. That, you know, 11 o'clock on a weeknight is late. 10 o'clock is the original time, but midnight just seems to me to be, because we have restaurants and I have a bar specifically in the 5th Ward. I also have an establishment that does private parties, and I also have a diner. So midnight is going to be, you know, we'll see how it goes. I can't really support it at this time.
Thank you, Councilwoman. This is just for the COVID situation going on. Does any other members of the council wish to discuss this? Mr. Antonelli?
Yeah, so you just pointed it out, Council President. This is the outdoor dining permit and the closing time, which currently is at 10, which will be extended to 12 a.m. So it's for outdoor dining. So it's for those establishments that are serving food, they could serve until 12 a.m. until midnight.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Antonelli.
You're welcome.
Okay, can we have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Ormond,
Yes.
JAVICK,
Yes.
Caldwell,
Yes.
Mohammed,
Yes.
Cosby,
Abstain.
Roman. I'm sorry. Councilman Roman,
Yes. I said yes. Can you hear me?
Strano,
Yes.
Blaine,
Yes.
Medina,
Yes.
and Ms. Yamakaitis.
Yes. Okay, consent agenda items. All are listed with asterisks, are considered to be routine by the city council and will be enacted with one motion. There will be no separate discussion on these items unless a council member so requests. Can I have a motion on consent agenda items number 1 through 5?
Council President, I'd like to move the approval of the consent agenda and ask for a second.
Yeah.
Mrs. Ormond,
Yes.
JAVICK,
Yes.
Caldwell,
Yes.
Mohammed,
Yes.
Cosby,
Yes.
Roman,
Yes.
Strano,
Yes.
Blaine,
Yes.
Medina,
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis.
Yes. Okay, we're going to move on to reports and comments by members of the governing body. Okay, I'm just going to remind all the council members that this is a business meeting. So please, let's be professional. I'm going to start with Ward 1.
Thank you, Council President. I'm going to start off by reading the finance report. Approval is requested for the following finance actions: the payment of bills totaling $2,522,553.87. Bills have been signed by the mayor, council president, and finance chairwoman, and a detailed check register and vouchers are on file in the clerk's office. Number 2, we are in receipt of investments made by the city treasurer for the month of June at the rate of 2.75%. I move for approval and ask for a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond,
Yes.
JAVIK,
Yes.
Caldwell,
Yes.
Mohammed. Mr. Mohammed,
Yes.
Crosby,
No.
Roman,
Yes.
Strano,
Yes.
Blaine,
Yes.
Medina,
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis.
Yes. Go ahead, Councilwoman.
Okay, thank you so much, Council President. I'm going to be really brief. Just wanted to announce that in our traffic and accident review committee, this week starts our Street of the Week program. The Street of the Week program is to improve safety, traffic, and improve driver behavior. Pretty much the program is going to allow each council person to submit streets within their ward that they are finding problematic. There will be signs put up to address the speed that the particular driver is going, that in hopes to improve driver behavior and promote street safety. I'm very excited that we started with Washington Avenue. Washington Avenue is a very long run that starts at St. George Avenue and goes all the way down to pretty much, I think it is Linden,
Blanky.
Price Street. So it's a very, very long run without stop signs, 1 or 2 stop signs. So it was a great start. And I thank the police department for listening to where I find my problematic areas. There are going to be other areas, other streets that I'll be. This is a program that we're going to be having going on for quite some time. I also want to announce that the 800 block of Commerce Street, all the trees have been trimmed. It really looked like the Amazon rainforest. And we have to remember that tree safety, having them trimmed, is a priority. It's not political. It is strictly a safety issue. Those trees were so bad. And I just want to let them know that it was done. And I'm glad that everyone seems to be relatively pleased with it. If you have trees that need to be trimmed, you can send me an email to lormon@linden-nj.org, or you can call me at 908-370-6482. We're also in the process of completing our sidewalk request. So if you have a sidewalk that is raised because of a tree root, please contact me before July 30th so we can get those in to our Department of Public Works and to our engineering department. Now that the summer is here, people are enjoying their backyards. Now that there's also some restrictions have been loosened with the amount of people that you can have over for outside gatherings, I'm encouraging everyone still to be mindful of their neighbors. We do have a noise ordinance that prohibits excessive noise between the hours of 10 p.m. and 8 o'clock in the morning. I've received numerous complaints of loud music, parties that are going on for long hours. So please just be mindful of your neighbors. We're not telling you to be beside the house, but we're just kindly asking that you turn it down. Also, I'd like to encourage everybody to please maintain properties. The grass, it's that time of the year. We love our properties to look nice, so please maintain them. Keep your grass cut. If you have questions as to when grass pickup is, you can give me a call. We have multiple districts, sanitation in the first ward, and everybody's grass day can vary from time to time. So if you have a problem or you need to know when it is, please give me a call. That's pretty much it. Everything's been quiet with the exception, I should say, of some car break-ins in the first ward. I've received notification via email that cars have been broken into. I cannot encourage you enough to lock your doors. When you leave your door open, while it doesn't give anybody permission to come in, it makes it a lot easier for them to do so. So please make sure you lock your doors. And also, please don't leave your keys in your car door and leave the car running while you just happen to duck into a store for 2 seconds or run back up to your front porch, because that's another way that people are stealing cars. So please be safe. Look out for your neighbors. If you see something strange, you see something that doesn't look right, please feel free to give me a call. Take care of one another. It's just, it's that time of the year where everyone is just out enjoying themselves. So just like I say, keep a lookout. And that pretty much ends my report. Nothing exciting, nothing, you know.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman JAVIK. Councilman, you need to unmute your mic.
Okay. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Go ahead, please, sir.
Oh, okay. First, as chairman of the fire committee, the Fire Prevention Bureau collected the following monies during the month of June 2020. A total of $7,037.23. Regarding the Linden Fire Department ambulance billing, the amount of $62,680.45 for June 2020 have been added to the total deposits for 2020, totaling $358,306. Good evening. Most of the calls in my ward this month are about the Second Ward Street. We accomplished a lot installing the gas lines, water lines, and more is going to be done. The end result, a upgraded infrastructure and then newly paved streets throughout the ward. We just need to have some patience right now as we deal with this situation. Within the next couple of weeks, we will be installing a new digital speed sign on West Blanket Street by school number 8. This enhancement is to help reduce the speeding taking place between Style Street and Wood Avenue. In addition, we will be monitoring other streets also. Also, at the as the new school year is coming, we will be looking for more school guards. You can get information at the police window in the back of City Hall. One other thing I want to mention is our downtown is in a revival right now. So our SID office, known as Uptown Linden, can help. It's located at 403 Northwood Avenue. If you have food-based businesses and having trouble setting up outside for your dining, they can help this. If you need help getting your business known, they're there to help. If your business needs a conference room for a meeting, it's available there. Their goal is to help you, the business that came to Linden. So please reach out to them at 908-474-8600 or Uptown Linden Incorporated at gmail.com. Remember, we are trying to get back to a new form of normal in our city. So please be safe, be healthy, and be responsible. This will help us all. I can be reached at 908-494-4608 or email me at bjavick@linden-newjersey.org. Council President, and the report.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Caldwell.
Thank you, Council President. Greetings and salutations to my neighbors in Third Ward. I hope this message finds you in good health and great spirits. As the chair of the Code and Construction Department, they have issued 196 permits, 18 certificates, and an income of $46,538 in fees for June 2020. As far as the IT committee, we have hired a consultant firm to evaluate the city's infrastructure. At the present time, the infrastructure is in need to be brought up to date. So our current consultant has been gathering information on the IT infrastructure and from the department heads as well as the council members to optimize the architecture for City Hall. And it is a heavy lift because things have been neglected. So we are working hard to bringing it up to speed. On July 23rd at 7 p.m., I'm going to have a virtual community meeting. And it's going to, the number is 872-240-3412. The access code is 493-012-405. The meeting invite is https://global.gotomeeting.com/install/4930125. We haven't met in a while because of COVID-19, but that shouldn't stop us. I want to hear from you. I've been out and about meeting with you. If you have any issues, any concerns, you can call me, text me, email me, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. You can reach me at 908-463-3384. My email is mcaldwell@linden-newjersey.org. Again, I want to follow up with Councilwoman Ormond. There has been break-ins in the neighborhood. Please keep your doors locked. Please do not keep your cars running. I hope everyone stays safe. If you have any questions, again, you can reach out to me at 908-463-3384. That ends my report, Council President.
Thank you, Councilwoman Caldwell. Okay, Councilman Mohammed.
Thank you, Council President and honorable council members. I would first like to give a report from the fourth ward, and then I will give to my other in another capacity. In the fourth ward, the Elizabethtown Gas Company has completed the changing of the internal meters to external meters, and they have repaved those streets, and they will continue to repave the street from Roselle Street to Lincoln Street. Well, we've had a pretty quiet life in the fourth ward, and all is well. I'd like to turn my attention to, prior to turning my attention to some comments, and took my report as the chairman of the law committee and also a member in good standing of the Municipal Investigation Committee, which is an ad hoc committee, which is no longer functioning, including our two investigations. I just like to give a little bit of note about my personal life. I think it should be noted. I was a colleague of the Reverend John Lewis, later known as Congressman Lewis, and the Reverend C.T. Vivian. It's an insult to me for someone to question my integrity, and also a sailor in the United States Navy. I've sworn to uphold the Constitution. I also work diligently. And I would not be engaged in any witch hunt, in personal insults. People can give me personal insults, I will not return them. I heard them today. Attack my ideas, attack my positions. Don't go to be a cheap shot of some smart aleck and attack people's integrity. I don't attack anybody's integrity. I may attack your ideas. Now, with respect to resolution 2020-236, I'm absolutely opposed to it and intend to go before the Senate Judiciary Committee headed by Senator Secretary. I don't call him Nick, I call him Senator Secretary, he's an elected official. And I will testify against that. All municipalities and as all legislative bodies in these United States have ethics committees, and they have the right. We're not a fact finder. We're not a judicial body. We're not a police body. You have the right and the obligation to make inquiry. And that's all it is. And with respect to how the forensic investigation, that speaks for itself. A forensic investigation is an investigation by one who is trained and certified to make findings with particular reference to accounting. So it's not an attack upon the legal department. We don't need attack. What we need is inquiry with facts.
Councilman, do you need additional time?
I need just 1 minute.
Okay.
And I celebrate the responsibility as a council member, as any legislation celebrates our responsibility and our right and obligation to make inquiries about and disposal of city employees as well as council members. If the shoe fits, wear it. If you're not in violation, you have nothing to hide, you would proudly wear an inquiry shoe. But if you don't have anything to hide, obviously, you would be freely disposed to an inquiry. Thank you, Council President. I'm sorry they've gone on and had to make this testimony, but I had to because I'm tired of people coming here and making personal insults. You should be ashamed of yourself. I know your parents taught you better.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Cosby?
Thank you. And Mr. Muhammad, I forgive you for attacking my character when you said I was an unfit candidate, when you handed out that letter to people saying that I was playing plantation politics and working with the man. So you came for me, and I have a receipt on that. So you said all of that, and we have proof that you did just the opposite anyway. Getting into my report. Let me just read what I have so that I can get on one moment. This is my report. Good evening. Forgive me for having a little fun with the screen name. I had GOAT, meaning greatest of all times, on the screen. It's just a little fun. So, I mean, it was a big thing, but it was just a little fun. I have no report for the Rent Leveling Board because they have suspended the meetings until further notice. The same is true for the Environmental Commission, which is still not fully staffed, but is required by state statute, and these are mayoral appointments. The Planned Community International Day, which was going to be this month, has been canceled due to the pandemic. If you have not done so already, please complete your census survey. They're still trying to get the surveys completed. With that, I want to just say that there is an Assembly Bill, ACR 188. And I don't want to let COVID be the cause of delayed redistricting, which will likely harm growing communities of color and can be avoided by rearranging the election calendar. Hold all elected officials accountable for their votes and find out how this affects us and contact our state or your state legislature. There will be a free food distribution by the County of Union on a first come basis on Thursday, July the 23rd. For additional details, please contact 908-558-2288. In the 5th Ward, we are still waiting for the picnic bench to be replaced at Charles Street Park. I did send a follow-up to the committee chair and to the individuals in management who I sent it to just prior to the pandemic and the shutting down of the parks. We have not had an reopening for Hagel Avenue, unfortunately, but please enjoy the parks with safety and good health in mind. Alexander Avenue, I have asked that it is revisited. I know that we have a great amount of speeding on that block, and we have we tried to get it addressed before, and I requested again that it is looked at for the speed. We had once requested that it is made a one-way. Nevertheless, you know, there are children on that street and people fly up to 7-Eleven or away from 7-Eleven. I was told, and I'm going to assure you guys who are on Alexander that are listening, that it was given to the traffic, well, I forgot what the committee is called now, whatever. And I don't know where it sits on the list because I didn't get a response to my email asking to see where we are on the list. So it is July 2020, and we'll see what happens. And they usually send us a written report. As soon as I get the information, I'll provide that to you all. Public relations. Let me just be clear. If that's our job. That's my job. I'm supposed to promote everything that's great about the city of Linden, specifically the 5th Ward. And unfortunately, I'm not allowed to do that because there's no budget for us. I've said it before. Either give us a pay increase, everybody else is getting pay increase to do their job or whatever, or give us a stipend that we can use through the city's treasury department so that we can do constituent-based contacts and constituent-based programming. But I mean, we're going to hire somebody for a starting salary of $80,000, whatever. Lastly, I want to wish my son a very happy birthday. Today is my oldest son, Bilal Rashan's birthday. He is awesome. I'm so proud of him. And on Sunday, my son, Derek Charles, will celebrate his 18th birthday. I just told all his business and I don't care. So happy birthday to my boys. And I wanted to ask the residents, if you have any questions, concerns, please email me or contact me or text me. Facebook is okay, but Facebook is not my primary. So I can be emailed at rcosby@linden-nj.org. Talk and text at 908-718-7933. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Roman?
Thank you, Council President. I just wanted to start my report by reiterating something Councilwoman Cosby said about the food distribution event Thursday at Kane University. It's Thursday at 9 a.m. It's open to any Union County resident. It's drive-through only. Anyone who comes will, or actually the first 2,000 vehicles will receive a big box of food and fresh produce. So I'd like to see anyone that needs help. I know I have a few sick warders that need help right now. I'm sure everyone here has a few residents. Please reach out to them and make sure they have what they need to come Thursday morning, 9 a.m. At King University. So thank you. I'm going to skip mostly a regular 6th Ward report. Respectfully, I've never had a better grasp on the 6th Ward than I do at this present time. I spent the last, when I first ran, I ran because I disagreed with the way things were going in the city. I disagreed with people like my parents having to pay a lot more and seemingly getting less. So I've always wanted to center my service around giving people some hope that their $10,000 or $9,300 a year is actually going somewhere. And with the election results and winning 70% to 30%, the 6th Ward has given me the opportunity to continue to serve and serve their interests and get things done for them. So I have a lot more work to do. I've only gotten certain things done, and I'm excited to have the opportunity to continue to do those things for them. I have a lot of work left to do, but it remains my greatest honor to serve the residents of the 6th Ward. So I'll be going away next week, but I will be back recharged and ready to go. If you guys need anything, please call me 908-494-5784. If you have any sidewalk requests that I have not already emailed in, please contact me ASAP because we need them in by the end of the month. I want to give my room a dear friend of mine on the loss of his father the other day. Radley lives on Penn Place, no more than 3 houses away from me. He's a good man. And I also want to give my deepest regards to Miss Smalls on the loss of her grandfather. She's also a neighbor of mine. With that, I just want to say one final time, thank you. I want to thank everyone that voted for me, especially to those who didn't vote for me, and I hope that you'll give me an opportunity. I want to thank everyone, basically about everyone on the screen that was in the 6th Ward all month, trying to get me unelected. The 6th Ward heard you all loud and clear, and I hope that going forward, we can sit down outside of the TV, outside of the meetings, and actually connect to one each council as if we communicate. And that is something that the city has not been doing. And I am open to it. If you want to lead, if you want to be a leader, you have to communicate with everyone. And if you're not going to do that, then you're not the right guy for the job. So that being said, thank you, Council President. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night and stay safe. Enjoy your summer.
Hey, Councilman Strano? Councilman Strano?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead,
I
sir.
have the personnel report for July 21st meeting.
Sure.
Excuse me?
Go ahead, sir.
We've got 7 items. Try to read through this as quick as I can so I don't burn up all of my allotted time here. Number 1, in the police department, in A, approve the hiring of 4 police officers from the attached list pending the successful completion of the city's hiring process. B is the promotion of Officer Antonio Costa to the rank of sergeant at the annual salary of $108,000 effective August 1st, 2020. Sergeant Lacosta shall be considered appointed and assigned effective July 22nd, 2020 for the purposes of the appointment of civil service. 2 is in the fire department is A, the promotion of firefighter Stephen Kuko to the lieutenant at the annual salary of $108,000 effective August 1st, 2020. B is the promotion of firefighter Anthony Holland to lieutenant at the annual salary of $108,000 effective August 1st, 2020. And C is the promotion of Lieutenant Michael Cassidy to the rank of captain at the annual salary of $124,000 effective August 1st of 2020. 3 is in the Board of Health, amending the date of hire for Barbara Lesko Flair to clerk 1 to August 1st of 2020. And 4 is in the Department of Community Services. A is in the Division of Public Property is amending the hire date of Anwar Witherspoon Labor to July 7th of 2020. In the Division of Public Works, A is the accepting the resignation in good standing of Stephen Caspar, part-time mechanic, effective June 29th, 2020. And B is requesting permission to hire Franklin Carrillo to fill the position of truck driver tier 2 at the rate of $21 an hour, effective August 3rd of 2020. C is permission to post for the position of labor. Division of the Municipal Garage, changing the hourly rate for Anthony Sestito, maintenance repairer welder from $18 an hour to $23 an hour, effective July 22nd, 2020. B is permission for the position of a laborer. 6 in personnel, approving a one-time amendment to the city's vacation carryover policy to permit the carryover of vacation days through March 31st, 2021. Those employees whose vacations were canceled or could not be rescheduled due to the COVID-19 or the vacation schedule of an employee's respective department could not arrange for the rescheduling of employees' vacation due to staffing. And B is the FMLA, NJFLA. Employees' names are on file in the personnel division. 7 is the office of the mayor is A, the appointment of Faith Ituku as summer intern at the hourly rate of $10 an hour effective July 20th, 2020 through September 4th of 2020, not to exceed 35 hours a week. That's the entire personnel report. I make a motion for approval and request a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond,
Yes.
JAVICK,
Yes.
Caldwell,
Yes.
Mohammed,
Yes.
Cosby,
Councilwoman Cosby, they didn't hear you.
I vote no, as usual.
No, sir.
Roman,
Congratulations to the firefighters and everyone else. Thank you. Yes.
Strano,
Yes.
BLAINE,
Yes.
Medina,
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis.
Yes. Okay, go ahead, Dan, Councilman Strano.
I'd like to congratulate all those firemen in, that have been promoted, as well as the police department. I'm sure they'll serve the city great. In the other committees that I chair, with DPW committee, which is combined with engineering, I'd like to mention that we're, as everyone must know, we're back on full schedule with the regular schedule with the bulk waste pickup. The bulk collection self-service or delivery at the facility on Lower Road has been reaping great rewards. It's been a great success. The trees are being trimmed. We just introduced the ordinance for the bonds to pay for what should be the last batch recycling carts to finish up with the city. I believe that's the last amount. There might be one after that. Also, I think we have one more automated truck that's being delivered as well. The engineering department, Joe Kroback, informs me that the Blue Acres projects are back in full swing. The grasses are cut. The properties are looking 100% better, so that those neighbors that had to endure that during this COVID-19 pandemic now see a little bit of what the future is going to bring us with that little natural park-like setting that we have with the flood control project that Blue Acres has completed there. In the 7th Ward, we're informed by our Recreation Director, Ralph Dunham, that all the permits, all the sports and picnics are in full effect for our parks. So you'll see a lot of activity there. We're glad to see that. Hopefully everybody stays healthy. I took a ride today to check all the progress on the east side of the turnpike. The construction in the Trimley Point section is surreal. It's just something that all the years that I've lived here, I've never seen anything like it. Warehouse walls are going up now. The Aries project at LRSA is fully underway. They're bringing in equipment. Everybody's going like gangbusters. It's unbelievable to see it. Intersection of Trimley Point Road and Senator Joseph Saliga Way is complete with the traffic light installed and the paving of the area. We're getting ready for a ribbon cutting, so I'll be looking forward to that soon. It's worth the visit to see all the progress on all the projects there. And lastly, I just wanted to let the residents know that the complaints are being addressed regarding the malfunctioning flag signs on Winans Avenue. I'm almost done. One more sentence.
Okay, yes, sir.
In the site triangle obstructions at 15th Street intersections that are also being addressed by our engineering and our police department. And that concludes, I just want everybody to remain healthy. And if you're not healthy, get healthy. I wish you all well. And that's for this moment.
Thank you, Councilman Strano. Councilman Blaine.
First, I want to just say hello, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your 4th of July. Just kind of echoes some of the words of my council counterpeers. The tree trimming and sidewalk that the town is looking to redo. So get your request in. Canvas the word on both sides, and I'll be back out there this weekend. I have about 15, almost 20 locations that need sidewalks, so those will be addressed. I received a complaint about the noise of the refinery. Just want most of the people to know that's on the on the McGilvery side, that they were closed down for 2 weeks for maintenance. Hopefully the noise is gone and you guys can enjoy your backyards and your front yards and what have you. Fireworks is an issue over the holiday. The police are aware of it. Usually when they get there, people, they shoot the fireworks off and they scatter, but hopefully we can stop that, because even myself at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, it's a bit ridiculous. Police are aware of the loitering going on at St. Mark's, and so I want to thank the police department for the fine job that they're doing. Hopefully we can calm that down as well. Want to reiterate that bulk garbage is coming up soon at the end of the month, beginning of August. Please check your calendars. I know a lot of people have stored a lot of things in their backyards and on the side of their house. Bulk garbage will be back in effect. Check your calendar. It's a good time to clean out the garages and your backyards and what have you. been a number of complaints on speeding over by Greer Avenue, going towards the Elizabeth line. I'm going to bring that up with traffic to see if we can do some analysis and see what's going on, what can be done to kind of curb down that speeding. Also on Brentford and Baltimore, there's some speeding going on there. So ask the neighbors, you know, going down that road, those roads that just been mentioned, kind of slow it down. We have, it's summertime, kids are out. And lastly, I'd like to say that as we get out in our backyards and we're enjoying cookouts and gatherings, let's be mindful of the neighbors. As Councilwoman ORMON has stated, there is a noise ordinance that restrict the noises from 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. And I know we go beyond that, no one's really complaining, but when you get beyond 11, 12 o'clock, some people do have to go to work even on the weekends. So please be mindful of your neighbors. Lastly, I'd like to send my condolences out to Federal Judge Salas, who lost her son, and her husband is in critical condition in the hospital. She's a public servant. Sometimes we have to curtail the things we say because hatred spews this kind of energy. And unfortunately, because of some sick individual, her son is no longer with us. So we send our condolences out to the family and wish them well. That concludes my report. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Medina?
Thank you, Council President. Just an FYI, I do have Councilwoman Hickey's report, so I'm going to ask for additional time, if I may. I'm going to try to cram everything together, but I just have a few notes for the 9th Ward. First, I just want to just briefly express my condolences to the Hurst family. Mike Hurst, for the passing of his lovely wife, Ann. Mike and his wife were very active in Linden through the Citizen Association and always dressed up as Mr. and Mrs. Claus for the kids every year. So my prayers are for the Hurst family, and my thoughts are always with them. Also want to congratulate Councilman John Roman on a hard-fought and well-deserved election. Kudos to you, man. You went out there every day and you did an amazing job. So please continue to do it. An amazing job for your community and your residents of the 6th Ward. Just want to report on some trees and roads and sidewalk projects. Tree crew, DPW, amazing. I can't thank them enough. Just amazed how fast they're getting to these trees. Bob Sculia and John Meditto and Dave Martinez, again, doing a great job. They have been very responsive to a lot of the concerns and complaints from the residents of the 9th Ward, and I believe throughout the city of Linden. So I just want to give them a big thank you. Roads, we have several. I believe we have a couple here for the 9th Ward, which is Edgewood Road 1 and 2. Basically, that's Edgewood Road between Myrtle and DeWitt, and Edgewood Road 2 between Summit and Orchard Terrace, which is in really, really bad shape. We also have Drapkin Place. It's that one block road right off of Raritan Road that connects to Northwood Avenue. I do have a couple of streets that are not on for this month, but I'm hoping to see them for the August council meeting, which are appropriated for from last year of 2019. Several accidents on Raritan Road. I found an old email that I sent back in March before COVID. I resent that email out to our police department, our police chief, Freeholder Hudak, Chief Debbie from the Union County Police Department, and also Andrew Moran, Public Safety. I expressed my concern on Raritan Road and Northwood Avenue. They started, I'm really excited that I saw them this week. They actually started enforcement on Raritan Road, and they've been pulling over cars again. As we see development throughout Linden and even Roselle, where it used to be the golf course, we're seeing a high influx of vehicles going through Northwood Avenue and Raritan Road just to connect to that major highway, which is the Parkway. So again, I just ask people that live along the road, please be very careful and be cognizant when you're driving on that road or even crossing that road. You know, we're just having a lot of single car accidents, or not. It's not involving other vehicles, hitting that guardrail, running the block, 60th block of Raritan Road, and the county has been doing a great job of repairing those guardrails. So happy to see the county out there. A big thank you to Freeholder Hudak and Chief Levy for really coming up and keep our side of Linden safe. I know they're also helping Roselle as well. So good neighbors here. As always, I tell folks, please, if you have any concerns, any questions, before I end my portion of the next report, I just also want to mention the sidewalks submitted a little bit over 2 dozen addresses. So if anyone has a sidewalk still out there that I've missed, please, that's damaged by a city tree, please call me. And my number is 908-986-6100. You can on that number, call me, or email me at amedina@linden-nj.org. And as always, I just ask folks to please continue to take the necessary steps to keep your family safe during this pandemic. Council President, I want to move over to the 10th Ward report.
Okay, go ahead, Councilman Medina.
Not a problem. This is from Councilwoman Hickey. Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, thank you to my 10th Ward residents and run for a third term as 10th Ward Councilwoman. I received many votes without campaigning and it's truly appreciated. I'm looking forward to serving you and our the next 3 years. Road paving. Thank you, County of Union. North South Street is currently being paved from Valley Road to Raritan. Thank you for your patience. I took a 10th Ward ride with Joe Kroback from engineering with his professional opinion and appropriate funds. The following roads will be paved in 2020. Wickersham, Stockton, Oak Grove Road, Willick Road, Fernwood, Livingston, Morristown. Recycling cans will be delivered to 10th Ward residents November or December of this year. I'm happy to say that I have confirmed with Mayor and CFO that our grant application has been sent to the county, and I'm truly looking forward to fixing McManus. We have had many complaints and issues with a home on Princeton Road for some time now. After working with the chief and having other departments back each other up to the best of their ability over the past 2 weeks, it looks as though our issues are resolved and our residents can be at peace now and enjoy their neighborhood. It was a very unfortunate situation, but as a councilwoman, I took an oath to take care of our entire ward. I want to let the public know that I do not believe in an investigative committee by the city council members. I believe we need to leave this job to the proper authorities, police, prosecutors, attorney general, etc. There's too much vindictiveness and inappropriateness and politics for any on council to investigate. By approving this resolution, it will set our city up for lawsuits down the road. For our city, I would like to congratulate all the retirees this evening and thank them for their continued service to our city. My deepest condolences, thoughts, and prayers for the families of Helen Kenny, Taquan McAllister, and Anna Hertz. All of you will certainly be missed and held a special place in my heart. I would like to congratulate Councilman John Roman. I have never seen such a disgraceful, unethical campaign ever. I'm so very sorry you had to deal with such extraordinary, inappropriate behavior. As the councilwoman, know you are a racist, a thief, dishonest, and I am proud to support you at the time. My heart was broken to hear about an ex-councilman say horrific comments regarding your father who passed, and more importantly, fellow council members who support his antagonizing behavior. Your dad is shining down on you right now. So proud and mostly amazed that you won an election because people genuinely love you and know the great job you do for all. Keep shining, my friend. The people need you. Lastly, I have decided not to attend the council meeting this evening at the caucus meeting, which I attended. The behavior, lies, sarcasm was writing on the wall for me. It has been a very rough week for my family, and I refuse to let the inappropriate behavior get the best of me in front of my constituents at this time. I hope you understand, and I know how thankful I am to each and every one of my supporters. You truly have my best interests for our city at all times. My cell is 908-347-4548. Please don't hesitate to contact me. Council President, that concludes both reports. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Okay, before I move on to Mayor Armstead, I'd just like to acknowledge the retirees for this month and thank them for their service to the city. In the fire department, we have Fire Captain Brian Perricone, Firefighter Joseph Monsoro. In Public Works, we have the motor broom operator, Thomas Miller, and Building and Grounds, Mark McDonald, who is laborer. And in the police department, we have Jacqueline DePhillips, who was a principal account clerk typist. On behalf of council, we want to wish you best in your retirement. And at this time, I'd like to also acknowledge the passing of Judge Daniel's father. Judge Daniel was our former municipal judge in the city. Now he's, I believe, at the county or the state. The Daniels family has lived in the Fifth Ward for many years. Many of you know him. So on behalf of the council, we send our deepest condolences to the Daniels family. Hey, Maria Armstead, we're going to move on to your report.
Yes, good evening. Thank you, Council President. First, I'd like to start up with some economic news. Well, actually, before I do the economic news, I just want to congratulate the, first I'll start with the police department. I'll congratulate the promotion of Antonio LaCosta to the rank of sergeant. Congratulations, Antonio. I'm sure you'll do a great job. In the fire department, I want to congratulate Stephen Kuko being promoted to lieutenant, and Anthony Holland being promoted to lieutenant. I've known the Holland family many, many years. As we were very young, the Holland family lived over on Spruce Street in Roselle, and some of my family members on that same block. So I've known that family for quite some time. I'd like to congratulate Michael Cassidy on his promotion to the rank of captain. Now we'll go to the economic development news. I'm happy to say that after a 2-month process, we finally have responses back from the RFP and RFQ for the former Linden chlorine property. That's called the LCP property. We look forward to the council designating a developer for the project in the very near future. As I mentioned in previous meetings, this property had over $20 million in tax liens, and it's our only Superfund site located in the city. We've been working on this project for years, and this development is a testament to the dedication we have in continuing of the building of a solid tax base in the future of our city. Along with that RFQ, our former Park Plastic property, we also issued another RFQ for that. If anyone knows of any developers who may be interested in that property, it is noticed on the front page of the city website. I'm also happy to announce that the planning board has approved site plan approval for an Amazon warehouse, which is coming to Linden. They'll be located at 1800 Lower Road. They plan to provide 70 to 100 full-time positions with benefits, and the project is scheduled to be open this upcoming fall of 2020, right before the holiday season. And I think them coming to Linden is a testament of the strong economy that we have here in Linden, even in the COVID-19 environment, for them to have the confidence to want to come to Linden and be a part of this community. So I thank them for coming. I'd like to talk about the graduation that we had last month. The City of Linden performed a graduation for our Linden High School students. It was a complete and total success. We were covered by Channel 7 Eyewitness News. News 4 covered us. News 12 covered us. It was just an outstanding day. The students were ecstatic. The parents were ecstatic. These children had gone their whole life, school life at least, and to not to have a graduation would have been a travesty. So we put our heads together and we worked with Paul Dudley from the airport. The Mayor's Youth Commission played a big role. Rebecca Kearns-Titoli and Sandy Jackson, thank you so much for all your hard work to make this a success. And any of the other volunteers who helped out, thank you so much. You did an outstanding job of making this thing a success. I want to acknowledge Strike Sound. Strike Sound, who came out and volunteered their equipment for this event. And Strike Sound is right here in Linden on 20th Street. So we were appreciative, or 21st Street in Linden. So we appreciate what they've done for us. Next, I'd like to just move on to the COVID-19 report. Again, our levels here in New Jersey have leveled off. That doesn't mean that we can go out and behave, we still have to use precaution. We have to wear a mask, exercise social distancing. You know, the fact that we've leveled off here in Jersey has a lot to do with the fact with our behavior. So if we continue to behave the way we are, I think that we'll be in good shape. So let's continue to move along that path. Our food pantry, although our efforts have slowed down given the extreme heat and lack of donations of food from some local organizations, the food pantry is still open, and we've completed several deliveries to date. And we do intend on continuing within the next couple of days or so. If you or anyone you know needs food, please feel free to call my office at 908-474-8493, and we'll put you on the list for distribution. Resolution 2020-237. After thorough deliberation with our redevelopment council, we decided to go down this route with the redevelopment study. To avoid litigation on the city's behalf, this is something that I would recommend to be discussed through executive session with our redevelopment council. Also, I want to make it clear that this is simply a study and needs planning board approval. Also, there's no redevelopment plan adopted yet, so there's really not a lot we can discuss at this point. Resolution 2020-238, there was a simple typo in the previous approved resolution, and we're going to defer to James Poles for any commentary on that.
Okay, Mayor, you're gonna need additional time. I'll give you some additional time. So.
I need just briefly one more minute.
Go ahead, sir.
First of all, I'd like to send my condolences to Judge Williams Daniels and his family on the passing of his father. I've known Billy Daniels, as we know him, since we moved from down Linden in 1969. They lived in the 5th Ward and we lived in the 4th Ward. And the two areas basically traversed and merged. I mean, you would find him over at St. Mark's Park, and you'd find us over in the 5th Ward Park. So we've known him for quite some time. He's a good guy. He was a judge here in town, and he was a very good judge. He was fair and impartial. Did a very good job. He now serves as a Superior Court judge, and he does an outstanding job there as well. I'd also like to send my condolences to Cynthia Johnson, the councilwoman from Roselle. Her son, Tyquan McAllister, passed unexpectedly. He was sick for a while, and it looked like he was recovering so well, but unfortunately, he's no longer with us. So again, my condolences to her. I just want to speak a little to his character. You know, Savannah's is not one of those restaurants that makes a lot of money. Sometimes they barely just get by. But what I do admire about them is that any of our young people who went there looking for work, without question, they always tried to hire our young people from our community, and often cutting into their own profit margins to do so. So we appreciate what he has done for some of our young people, and we just hope that some of those who are working there will continue and keep that same frame of mind and sentiment as they move forward when young people come looking for work there. So once again, our condolences to both Judge Daniel and his family and Cynthia Johnson for the loss of her son. That concludes my reports.
Thank you, Mayor.
Sorry we had to rush through it so fast. You know,
That's okay, Mayor.
We need more time.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, we're going to move on to resolutions. Okay, resolutions 2020.
Oh, I'm sorry, Council President.
Yes, Mayor.
I neglected one thing. I'd like to congratulate all the council members on their victories. 4th Ward Councilman ALFRED MOHAMMED on his reelection. 6th Ward Councilman John Francis Roman on his reelection. The 8th Ward Councilperson GARNETT BLAINE, and 10th Ward Councilperson Gretchen Hickey, all of them being reelected. Again, that concludes my report. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you.
Let's move on.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Okay, we're going to move on to resolutions. We have 2020 through 248. Okay, can I have a motion to approve the resolutions?
Yes, Council President, I'll make a motion for the approval of resolution 2020-220 to 2020-220-248, and I request a second.
Do we have a second?
Second, Cosby. Yami?
Yes. Okay, can we have a roll call? I don't see any hands up for discussion.
Council President. Yeah.
Councilman Roman?
Thank you, Council President. Just to be certain, because I have a whole lot down here on my agenda, and I don't have an updated one because I know it changed in conference beforehand. The rescension, rescinding the award of contract CMD, what number is that?
236, sir.
236.
236, it's still 236. The PL Consulting LLC, is that still 242?
Yes, sir. With the correction that was noted during the conference meeting, the amount should be 2,500, not 7,500. The resolution does read 2,500.
I'm just wait one more second, Council President. And is looking for the S2036 one. In regards to the Senate bill?
It's 235.
Okay, that's remaining 235?
Yes. Hey, Councilman, do you have any other comments?
No, I just wanted to make sure I knew what numbers there were.
Okay.
Plenty in the back room.
Okay. Councilwoman Cosby, you have your hand up?
You asked for, you said, can we do discussion now?
That right now is for discussion before we do a roll call.
All right, I just wanted to say for discussion, again, the committees were hijacked for the last couple of years. And for all intents and purposes, the members of the committees should be, like we used to do. We used to put in what we want to be on based on our talents, our skills and experiences. And I do have experience negotiating with people on the committee. We were the committee who recommended we start laborers at $15 an hour and that we give training. But I can't vote for this because, again, the committee, which I sit on, the one committee, I didn't get the information until right now, right before the vote. So say that again, because people often ask, while you're saying this, because more often than not, you don't get the information in a timely enough manner to digest it, and I don't want to set myself up for any problems. So I want to say that about 225. Also, 235, it's not, I did support the outside investigation because I believe that there should also always be accountability. There's a concern that it should be dealt with. I don't agree that the city council members ourselves should be investigating one another. And the bill 235 is for, I forgot that Senate bill, I wrote it down before. Either way, I looked at it, I read it, and I didn't see anything that referenced the Wildwood Act. I do have a copy of it, and I probably will, maybe everybody should read the copy. It clearly says that it's going to limit the city council members from investigating one another, which I think is appropriate. And it says that it's going to limit the investigation to members who are current. If you work for the city of Linden in whatever capacity, if there's an issue, then they, by right, the city council should investigation, but like you wait till somebody is no longer working with the city investigation. I don't know. I just think it's a little weird. So I don't know why this is even here, because I want the members of the public to be clear. It does nothing at all. But it just, whoever votes for
Councilwoman, your time is up.
Says that you support it or you don't. We're sending this bill or the resolution to the New Jersey State Legislature, asking them to take action one way or another.
Councilwoman, your time is up for discussion.
Wait, what's the time limit again?
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
I'm sorry?
2 minutes.
Okay. So 2 minutes, we don't get to speak. I told you that before. I'm done. I've been Violence.
Any other members of council for discussion before we move on to the roll call? Okay, seeing none, could we have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Ormond,
Yes.
JAVICK,
Yes.
Caldwell,
Yes.
Mohammed,
Yes.
Crosby,
So
Roman,
on resolution 225, 238, 240.
Councilwoman, can you speak up? It's difficult to hear you.
Can you hear me now?
No, just
No?
go ahead, try it.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I will abstain on the following resolutions: 225, 238, 240, 242, 245, and 235. I'm voting no, 237 and 239. And yes to the rest.
Mr. Roman?
Thank you, sir. I'm going to vote no on 235. No on 236. I'm going to vote no on 237. I'm going to vote no on 242. And yes to the rest.
Strano,
Yes on all resolutions.
Blaine,
Yes.
Medina,
No on 235, yes to the remainder.
Mrs. Yamakaitis.
Yes on all resolutions. Okay, we're going to now move on to ordinances on first reading. We're going to start with ordinance 6433.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 3, Police Regulations of an ordinance entitled, an ordinance adopting and enacting the revised general ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23rd, 1999,
and approved November 24th, 1999, and is amended and supplemented. Be ordained by the City Council of the City of Linden that Section 1, Chapter 11, Police Regulations, Section 3, -6.1 fireworks prohibited shall be, and the same is hereby amended.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction?
Council President, I offer a motion for introduction of ordinance 6433 and ask for a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
You're mute. She's shaking.
You're muted, ma'am. Can you unmute yourself and respond?
Yes.
JAVICK,
Yes.
Caldwell,
Yes.
Mohammed,
Yes.
Crosby,
Yes.
Roman,
Yes.
Strano, Blaine,
Yes.
Medina,
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis.
Yes. Ordinance 6434.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7, Traffic, of an ordinance entitled, an ordinance adopting and enacting the revised general ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23rd, 1999, and approved November 24th, 1999, and is amended and supplemented.
be ordained by the Council of the City of Linden that Chapter
Chapter
7, Traffic, Section 7-14.2, no parking during school hours shall be, and the same is hereby amended to delete the following: Curtis Street, north side, between Wood Avenue and Washington Avenue, for a distance of 210 feet, starting at a point 170 feet east of Wood Avenue.
Can we have a motion for introduction, please?
Council President, I'd like to make a motion to introduce ordinance 6434 and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond,
Yes.
JAVIK,
Yes.
Caldwell,
Yes.
Mohammed,
Yes.
Crosby,
I didn't hear you, Mr. Crosby.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Roman,
Yes.
Strano,
Yes.
Blaine,
Yes.
Medina,
Yes.
Yamakaitis.
Yes. Ordinance 6435.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7, Traffic of an ordinance entitled, an ordinance adopting and enacting the revised general ordinances of the city of Linden, 1999, passed November 23rd, 1999, and approved November 24th, 1999, as amended and supplemented. Be ordained by the council of the city of Linden that Chapter 7, Traffic, Section 7-20, one-way streets shall be in the same as hereby amended to add
East Curtis Street in westerly direction from Washington Avenue to Northwood Avenue, East Henry Street, easterly direction from Northwood Avenue to Washington Avenue.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction on ordinance 6435?
Yes, Council President, I'd like to make a motion to introduce ordinance 6435 and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond,
Yes.
JAVIK,
Yes.
Caldwell,
Yes.
Mohammed,
Yes.
Crosby,
Yes.
Roman,
Aye.
Strano,
Yes.
Blaine,
Yes.
Medina,
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis.
Yes. Ordinance 6436.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7, Traffic of an ordinance entitled, an ordinance adopting and enacting the revised general ordinances of the city of Linden, 1999, passed November 23rd, 1999, and approved November 24th, 1999, as amended and supplemented.
be ordained by the council of the city of Linden that Chapter 7, Traffic, Section 7-14, parking prohibited during certain hours on certain streets shall be in the same as hereby amended to delete the following. Name Gessner Street, South Side, hours Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. between Wood Avenue and Ainsworth Street.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction?
Yes, Council President, I'd like to make a motion to introduce ordinance 6436 and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond,
Yes.
JAVIK,
Yes.
Caldwell,
Yes.
Mohammed,
Yes.
Crosby,
Yes.
Roman,
Yes.
Strano,
Yes.
Blaine,
Yes.
Medina,
Yes.
Mrs.
Mrs.
Yamakaitis.
Yamakaitis.
Yes. Ordinance 6437.
A bond ordinance authorizing various capital improvements for the Division of Engineering and appropriating $3,575,000, therefore, and authorizing
the issuance of $3,396,250 bonds or notes to finance part of the cost thereof.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction for ordinance 6437, please?
Yes, Council President, I'd like to make a motion to introduce 6437 and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Mrs.
Ormond,
Yes.
JAVIK,
Yes.
Caldwell,
Yes.
Mohammed,
Yes.
Crosby,
Yes.
Roman,
Yes.
Strano,
Yes.
Blaine,
Yes.
Medina,
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis.
Yes. Ordinance 6438.
Bond ordinance providing an appropriation of $44,000 for acquisition of a terrestrial drone for the police department and authorizing the issue of $41,100 bonds or notes of the city for financing part of the appropriation.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction, please?
Yes, Council President, I'd like to make a motion to introduce ordinance 6438 and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond,
Yes.
JAVIK,
Yes.
Caldwell,
Yes.
Mohammed,
Yes.
Crosby,
Yes.
Roman,
Yes.
Strano,
Yes.
Blaine,
Yes.
Medina,
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis.
Yes. Ordinance 6440,
No.
oh, 6439 rather.
Ordinance authorizing a grant of easement for transmission, construction, and access over block 581, lots 11.03 and 17, shown on the official tax maps of the city of Linden in favor of Linden Hawkeye Solar LLC pursuant to NJSA 48:12A-1 at sequence.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction, please?
Yes, Council President, I'd like to make a motion to introduce 6439 and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond,
Yes.
JAVIK,
Yes.
Caldwell,
Yes.
Mohammed,
Yes.
Crosby,
Yes.
Roman,
Yes.
Strano,
Yes.
Blaine,
Yes.
Medina,
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis.
Yes. Ordinance 6440,
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7 Traffic, an ordinance entitled, an ordinance adopting and acting of revised general ordinances of the city of Linden, 1999, passed November 23rd, 1999, and approved November 24th, 1999, and is amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the council of the city of Linden that Chapter 7 Traffic shall be the same as hereby amended as follows. Chapter 7 Traffic, 7-32.1A, handicap parking on the street, add 909 Baldwin Avenue, one space.
okay, can we have a motion for introduction on ordinance 6440?
Yes, Council President, I'd like to make a motion to introduce ordinance 6440 and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond,
Yes.
JAVIK,
Yes.
Caldwell,
Yes.
Mohammed,
Yes.
Crosby, Roman,
Yes.
Strano,
Yes.
Blaine,
Yes.
Medina. Mr. Medina.
Yes.
Yamakaitis.
Yes. Okay, ordinance 6441,
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7 Traffic, an ordinance entitled, an ordinance adopting and enacting the revised general ordinances of the city of Linden, 1999, passed November 23rd, 1999, and approved November 24th, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the council of the city of Linden that Chapter 7 Traffic, Section 7-26.1, pickup and drop-off zones, schools shall be, and the state is hereby amended and following. Curtis Street, north side, between Wood Avenue and Washington Avenue, for a distance of 210 feet, starting at a point 170 feet east of Wood Avenue.
can we have a motion for introduction, please?
Yes, Council President, I'd like to make a motion to introduce ordinance 6441 and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond,
Yes.
JAVIK,
Yes.
Caldwell,
Yes.
Mohammed,
Yes.
Crosby,
Yes.
Roman,
Yes.
Strano,
Yes.
Blaine,
Yes.
Medina,
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis.
Yes. Ordinance 6442,
An ordinance to amend and an ordinance entitled, an ordinance establishing a schedule of titles, salary ranges, and regulations for maintaining the classification and salary standardization plan of all employees of the city of Linden, passed August 15th, 1995, and approved August 16th, 1995. Adopting salary schedule 4-00-4.
could we have a motion for introduction on ordinance 6442, please?
Council President, I'd like to introduce ordinance number 64-42 for introduction and request a second.
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 Mrs. Ormond? Mrs. Ormond, you're muted.
Yes.
JAVIK?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Mohammed?
Yes.
Crosby?
No.
Mr.
Roman?
Clerk, I apologize. What's this ordinance?
Adding salary schedule 4-00-4 for a public relations assistant.
I'm sorry, Mr. Clerk, I just must have a bad connection right now.
I'm sorry. What was your question?
What is this ordinance again?
This is ordinance adding salary schedule.
This is the
Yes.
the ordinance where we're hiring another PR person.
It's creating the salary for that position.
Yeah, pass. No, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to.
STRANO?
Yes.
BLAINE?
Yes.
MEDINA?
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis?
Yes. Okay, we're now going to move on to the public comment section of our meeting. No personal, political, or derogatory comments. You will be allowed 3 minutes to speak. We ask that due to the current health crisis, that questions and/or statements be limited to items on the agenda only. In advance, we want to thank you for your cooperation. We ask that you please raise the hand on the Ring Central site and wait to be recognized. This is for the members of the public. Okay, Edward Kaminsky, please state your name and address for the record. You got to unmute your microphone, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can now.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Sorry about that. Ed Kaminsky, 201 Maple Avenue. Councilwoman Caldwell, glad to hear a full review of our IT is on the way. You correctly said it's been neglected. I have a question for you or anybody, quite frankly. Why? We have had IT committees for years. Why should we as taxpayers believe that the money and resources spent in the past will be spent any better going forward or with this initiative? Why don't we and other communities leverage and work with very expensive and some say better systems used by the county level and even state level? We certainly have been offered those opportunities in the past. I think it should be investigated. Mr. Mohammed, I'm not attacking here. I'll just say that I agree with the stated goal of the proposed state law. We've seen these committees here in Linden, from what I can tell, used to simply harass folks, taking folks from such things as supporting our downtown. Just think how many times I asked a very simple question to you all about the investigative committee enacted to investigate our last city prosecutor and have not been able to get even a simple answer. I'll ask it again. Based on the actions, the investigations of that committee, what corrective action has been taken to ensure the alleged offenses don't happen again? If the findings are true, a full action plan, procedures, and process and checks and balances should have been put into place. In addition, again, assuming the allegations are true, who has been fired for these egregious dereliction of duty and supervision of the former prosecutor? Please answer those very simple items and the obvious actions that should have taken place. We're in almost 2 years into this, and the only thing that appears we got as a result, besides expensive bills of the committee, appear to be a notice that Linden may get sued as a result for millions. Lastly, can we please do something about the filth on and around Wood Avenue and around our central business district? I ask this so much over the years. The situation gets particularly bad over the weekends when no or very little cleanup is done, unlike in other towns, as well as on and around garbage and refuse collection days. The graffiti situation on Wood Avenue has also been a problem. There's also have been several lights down, as well as trees and missing from the designated tree holders, now going on for years in most cases. Can something be done to fix this simple problem? I'll admit, in this very difficult time, I have little confidence in our elected officials to tackle the big problems if we focus on nonsense and can't even handle this simple ones. I implore each and one of you to walk Wood Avenue on a regular basis to see what's going on. Today, a resolution was passed encouraging outdoor dining. Late is better than never, but some businesses rather remain closed, some will be permanently. Without taking the inventory, noticed at least 3 more businesses that have closed permanently over the last few weeks alone on Wood Ave. If they do open, what do they open to? Filth, disrepair, homeless, the smell of weed on the corner of Wood and Elizabeth Avenue. It smells like feces over the last week or so. I'm smelling more weed on Wood Avenue as well. Is this what we want folks bring their families to?
Thank you, sir, for your comments. Mr. Antonelli?
I guess I don't know where to start, but I mean, to the extent that.
If you could answer on the investigative committee, please.
Yeah, obviously it's a personnel matter. We're constrained from commenting in public. I can say that the investigation is ongoing.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Councilwoman Caldwell, in your comments, when we go to the council members, I'll let you speak on behalf of the IT committee. Okay, thank you. Okay, we're going to acknowledge Hans Herberg. Hans, can you please unmute your microphone?
All right. God, thank you. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, welcome, Hans. Could you please state your name and address for the record?
Sure thing, Council President. Hans Herberg, 51 Westover Road. Thank you for guys having me this evening. I know I've been MIA for a while. Do want to congratulate Councilman Roman and other elected officials for this year on elections too, and also happy birthday to Councilwoman Cosby's kids. Happy birthday too. Also too, I'm a little concerned what's going on with Linden over the years. I mean, yes, Linden's a great community. I love it, but when it comes to elections, I've seen everyone fighting back and forth, and usually it's not my place for it, but I'm just concerned. I mean, when are we going to put all this nonsense behind though? Because come on, we're one community, we're one Linden. Everyone keeps biting their heads off, and it's very inappropriately. I mean, my concern is like when I elect officials, I just want to make sure residents come at first though. I mean this is a rough time during the pandemic, so I mean, since the primary is over, I mean, I do suggest why don't we just everyone put aside their differences and work with the city of Linden people first. There's more bigger problems out there. I mean, yes, I know a lot of us could disagree on certain opinions, but perhaps we should focus on more important issues. And also, I mean, when you look at Wood Avenue, I mean, we could definitely use support for small business owners out there too. I mean, if you guys take a tour of Rahway and Cranford, when I walked around, they closed off on some streets, to help support local restaurants, like they done the sidewalks and the streets. So I was just suggesting an idea. Maybe Mr. JAVICK can look into it. Why don't we see about expanding, the outdoor seatings, or maybe close up one portion of the street, maybe for restaurants, to come in and, supports. I mean, we got a lot of different places. We got pizzeria, different restaurants out there, cafes. So perhaps, I mean, this is good, maybe an opportunity, at a health capacity though, and everything like that. So that's one I want to bring up though. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well and healthy though. I mean, the only thing I'm brought up concerned, I've seen a lot of behaviors, but I do pray, we hope everyone can get along and work together as one community. Thank you though.
Thank you, sir.
You got it.
Hey, Joseph Birch. Please state your name and address for the record, please.
Hi, good evening. Joseph Birch, 625 Beechwood Road, Linden, New Jersey. Just want to say that as president of the Linden Police Security Officers Association, just like to take the time to thank Chief Hart and Mayor Armstead for recommending, and for the members of council who approved Antonio Lacosta to be promoted to the rank of sergeant. Antonio made a choice at a very young age to serve his country as a United States Marine, and after serving his country for over a decade, he decided to answer his calling to serve the citizens of Linden as a police officer. I feel Antonio will be an asset to the patrol division and will be filling the position that was vacated by Sergeant Scott Salerno who retired last month. I'd also like to wish Jacqueline Phillips well on her retirement from the Linden Police Department, And also congratulations to our brothers in emergency services on their promotions, and to those who will be leaving us shortly, especially Joe Monsorno, who I guess I can finally say beat me in something by retiring first. Thank you for your time, and be safe and healthy out there.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, Michael Cassidy, please state your name and address for the record. Michael Cassidy?
Am I there? Do you hear
Yes,
me?
you are, sir.
I'm sorry
ahead.
about that. Hi, Michael Cassidy, President of Fire Officers Union 234, 61 Mendham Road, Gladstone, New Jersey. I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you to the City Council and the Mayor for their continued support of the Fire Department. On behalf of myself, Firefighter Steve Kugo, and Firefighter Anthony Holland, we'd like to thank you for the opportunity to further our careers. We know that with this advancement comes great responsibility, and we don't take it lightly. And we appreciate your faith in us. And I'd also like to take the opportunity to congratulate our retirees, Captain Brian Perricone, Lieutenant Jeff Jackson, and Joseph Monsorno for their dedication to the City of Linden and to their brothers and sisters on the fire department. Their retirements are well-deserved, and they will be greatly missed. I'd also like to congratulate our brothers in blue on their promotions and retirements. Thanks again. Take care.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Can I have a motion to close the public comment portion of the meeting?
Council President, I'd like to make a motion to close the public portion and ask for a second.
Hold on 1 second, please. Okay, John Kazar, please state your name and address for the record.
John Kaiser, 6th Ward. You
Go
can hear
ahead,
me?
sir. Yes, go ahead.
All right. Woo! I'm standing here right now in the heart of 6th Ward, right outside of the firehouse number 1. Congratulations to the firemen. I see them. I see the men and women bust their butt every day. I live right next door to them. And big up to everybody who got promoted. Condolences to my neighbor, Radley. Loss of his father the other day. Great man, great man. That guy is out here all the time in the ward, and I really love that guy. But man, wow. What a campaign season we just went through, John Roman. Congratulations. I don't even know what to say. Just had to go through the most pathetic campaign I've ever seen. From elected officials through hired guns, everybody. You know, it was just crazy, man. We had to deal with having the cops called on us, called white trash, racist, and it was pathetic. And you know why the cops don't do nothing? Because we didn't break no laws. And you know what else about the cops? They're sympathetic to our plight. Goncalves is the only person anybody related to the mayor that I came out with respect for. I felt bad for him. He looked beat up. He looked done at the end of that election day. And election day was so pathetic. Y'all brought in the hired gun to try to cause some problems and talk about John's dead father and my dead mother and try to get a reaction. And none of you said nothing because you continue to enable a man who has shown that he is not mentally stable to do anything within this city. October 2019, I stood up and I said, if the mayor runs anyone against John Roman, he does not care about Linden. And you proved it by coming in and trying to defeat the best councilman Linden has and getting blown out. The 6th Ward has spoken. Linden, I need you to understand that the 5th, the 6th, the 9th, and the 10th wards, when the mayor puts something on the table and they agree that it is in the best interest of the taxpayers, they will vote with the mayor. They will vote with the mayor. When they feel it's not in the interest of the taxpayers, they vote against. The other council people will never vote against the mayor, plain and simple. And this is just from experience and watching. So now you guys are going to bring in a person for $75,000 because of my post that you fired James Devine to do marketing for Linden. And I'm just curious, is this going to be posted, or do we have somebody already in mind and we're going to bring somebody in for $75,000 for a position that I've been doing for free? I just put a few videos up and I got a few more coming now that's going to highlight the great things in the city that I love. Again, next year we're going to come for the first ward, and I don't even care if we win. I just want to see you guys.
Thank you, sir. Your time is up.
knocking on doorbells.
Thank you, sir. Your time is up.
Thank you.
Okay, can we have a motion to close the public comment section, please?
Council President, offer a motion to close the public comments and ask for a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Oh, I'm sorry. I had the volume off. Yes.
JAVICK?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Mohammed?
Yes.
Crosby?
Yes.
Roman? You're muted, sir. This is on the motion to close. Comment, Mr. Roman. STRANO?
Yes.
BLAINE?
Yes.
MEDINA?
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis?
Yes. Okay, comments from members of the governing body? Does anyone have any comments? Please use your raised hand icon. You will be given 1 minute to speak.
I'll take a minute, Council President.
Please use your raised hand icon. Okay, Councilwoman Cosby?
Just for the 1 quick minute, I wanted to just make a, when the position that is, we finally received the information from our labor relations professional, the position that was added was an assistant public information officer. That's the name of the job. And I did my research while we were sitting here. This position on average in the Northeast region starts between 31,000 or it starts at 35,000. And again, it's labeled as an assistant. So I'm still confused as to why this starting salary would be at such a high amount, especially when it's considered an assistant. Watch what the people say, Linden, and watch what they do. I've said it over and over again. They can tell you whatever they want, but their actions speak volume. Okay, that's all I gotta say. We have to be accountable for what we do and do not do. To bring an assistant in.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Okay, Councilman Medina?
Thank you, Council President. I'm sorry, I failed to mention something in my original report about the road paving. I just want to let the folks know for Northwood Avenue. I know a lot of them watch our meeting on TV and whatnot, are listening in. That we have not forgotten about you. I've been meeting with Nick Pantina, our engineer. We went over the numbers. I'm repaving that road. Mr. Pantina will be sending out some numbers to Roselle. But again, I just want to let you guys know that you have not been forgotten. But I do want to thank Nick Pantina for his hard work. I want to thank the mayor as well for being very flexible with that project and also the freeholder Hudak and the Union County team as well. So we're hoping to see that project come to fruition, hopefully soon in 2020. So, but again, just want to thank everyone, and we're hoping to see that in the resolution soon with the church service agreement. Just want to make mention of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Medina. Councilman JAVICK?
Yes, I'd like to just congratulate all in the police and fire department on their promotions, and congratulate also all the retirees, and also to remind my fellow council members that tree requests are due in by July 31st. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Roman?
Thank you, Council President. I just want to thank Councilwoman Hickey for the kind words before, and Councilman Medina for the thanks, and Mayor Armstead for the thanks of congratulatory. I didn't say anything before. I'm trying to get past it. Yes, I was called a liar. I was called a racist through this campaign. Honestly, I'm looking at like 5 or 6 of these council members. I never seen them work harder than they just worked in the last six weeks working the 6th ward every night. Nights I was only out there by myself with one other person. You guys were out there 5, 6 wide. But I'm willing, as I did last time when I won, I'm willing to move past it and work with you. You work with me and help the 6th ward residents get what they need. I will be there and help get what the rest of the residents need. I will always stand up against shady behavior, unethical behavior, and anything like that. That's my job here, to serve the city with honor, serve my family with honor, and I will continue to do so. So thank you guys. I appreciate everyone that's had the kind words to say for me, and everyone the rest of your summer.
Thank you, sir. Councilwoman Caldwell.
I just wanted to say congratulations to the police department and the fire department on their promotions. I wish you the best. Stay healthy, stay safe. I wanted to speak to Mr. Kaminsky in reference to IT. I don't know where to begin because I just became a councilwoman in January and I'm starting to peel back the onion, and there are multiple levels of neglect. That's all I have to say, and I am dedicated to working to resolve the infrastructure issue. And for Councilman Roman Francis, congratulations. But like I told you when I ran, I was going to be in your ward like you were in my ward when you called the cops on me. So touche. So hopefully we can move past the past and work together, because I'm willing to work with you if you're willing to work with me. You play nice in the sandbox, we all play nice in the sandbox.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Okay, Mayor Armstead.
Yes, thank you, Council President. With regards to elections, yes, there was an election, and yes, a lot of people did come down and work in that 6th ward. But I want to remind everybody that the councilman did have the benefit of the Union County Democratic Organization behind him, and I would like to remind everybody that each and every one of us on our team did not have the benefit of the Democratic Organization. We run off the line. Line C, we call ourselves Democrats United for Progress, and we do win without the support of the Union County Democratic machine. In fact, for the record, I am the City of Linden Democratic Chairman, and every other chairman throughout the county was offered bracketing rights to put candidates on the line, with the exception of myself. So it is what it is. You had the power of the machine behind you, and you had the COVID-19 thing going, which allowed people to vote by mail, so that worked to your advantage. But I still want to congratulate you nonetheless. You won. A win's a win. A win's a win. So you won. So good. Just keep working, and let's keep the police out of the business of council, and let's not be doing Oprah requests every day on me, because you said you want to work with me.
Mayor Armstead has the floor.
If you want to work with me, you work with me. But if you continue to do Oprah requests every day for nonsense, then we know exactly you can't BS. You can BS the people out there. But as recent as today, an Oprah request came in from you, looking for trying to stir up some stuff again. So stop with the nonsense.
Mayor Armstead, your time is up, sir. Okay. All right. The following council meetings will be as follows. Council conference meeting Monday, August 17th, 2020 at 6 p.m. in the council conference room, City Hall. And the council conference meeting prior to the council meeting shall be Tuesday, August 18th at 6 p.m. in the council conference room in City Hall. The council meeting will be Tuesday, August 18, 2020 at 7 p.m. in the council chambers. Again, we ask you to please check the city website at linden-nj.gov for directions on how to participate electronically in these meetings if the need continues. So I'd like to wish all of Linden well and stay safe, everyone. Can we have a motion for adjournment, please?
Yes, Council President, I would like to make a motion to adjourn this unprofessional meeting and ask for a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
With great
Yeah.
pleasure to get out of this craziness.
JAVICK?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Mohammed?
Yes.
Crosby?
Yes.
Roman?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
BLAINE? Medina?
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis?
Yes. Good night, everyone.